Mr. Randy, yep, we're in southern Maryland here where the Patuxent River meets the Chesapeake Bay. We're currently running south on Route 4, and yeah, we had to go up and do a little bit of last-minute shopping for the Christmas time there. And yeah, I heard you calling CQ, and wow, you got a great signal. You're 5x9 in southern Maryland. Back to you, Mr. Randy.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, we just got started. We just kind of trying to find an open spot here, a little activity on the band this afternoon, and so we thought we would give it a go. We were out here yesterday, had a wonderful time on 20 meters. The band was in really great shape, and hopefully it is again today as well. And we also just started. We got you live here on our YouTube channel as well. So we got our QSO being recorded. We don't hear many mobiles very often, but boy, it's really nice to get a chance to work a mobile, and you'll really have a great time when you listen to it on the playback there, Roger.
Roger. Well, you're definitely sounding great there, Mr. Randy. I'd like to find out what kind of rig and antenna you're running. We're running an ICOM 7300 on the dash of my Nissan NV 3500 Workman. It's the one that you can stand up in the back of. So I've got a lot of metal for the counterpoise, and I've got a Scorpion screwdriver antenna on the front of the truck in place of the front tow hook. The passenger side tow hook, I took that off and grabbed some real thick iron metal and drilled some holes and made a bracket for the Scorpion screwdriver antenna. And we've got that all together with the Tune-O-Matic antenna tuner, which makes it really nice just to hit the tune button and it tunes itself, and I can just sit there and watch the antenna go up and down over top of the front hood. So with that, I'll return it back to you, Mr. Randy.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, it sounds terrific. You need to. It sounds like a great setup. You need to post you some pictures on your and put them on your QRZ page. That'll get people talking. Well, it's a terrific. Listen, you've been anywhere from 5 and 9 to about 10 over. So we got good band, or we've got good signals between us here, no doubt. Nothing real special here, Chris. We're in Studio B this afternoon. The YL works from home upstairs, and the Studio A is next to her location. Didn't want to bother her with Zoom calls and that kind of stuff, so we come downstairs to Studio B. We run the same radio in both locations, the Yaesu FTDX10, and we're tied in to all the antennas in either location. The switch box, of course. I run a little different power down here. We're in an old, an old 10-Tech Hercules 2 solid state amp, and we do have a radio paired this afternoon with a Heil PR 781 boom mic. And yeah, it seems to work well for us, and we always get nice reports. I guess you can never hear enough of it there. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if you could see the waterfall right now, I mean, it just, your modulation is up and down. I mean, it sounds great. Definitely phenomenal. And we also, for the home, have the FTDX10, and we really love the filtration and the receive on that rig. It is phenomenal. I mean, to be able to take and hit that notch button and notch out somebody that's throwing a carrier when you're trying to have a QSO or get into a net, I really love the FTDX10. That's a great radio. I tell you, the 7300 and the 10, they are both phenomenal radios, that's for sure. The 7300, of course, is legendary. I don't think there's ever been a more popular, more sold radio in the history of ham radio. But that 10, boy, when they released that 10 with the receive and the filtration with that receive, boy, that's phenomenal as well. Back to you, Mr. Randy.
Yeah, it really is kind of been a game changer. And I've had both radios. I had a 7300 at the beginning of the year. Use it a lot portable. Great radio. There's a lot of great features packed in a small package, no doubt. Very good price point radio. A couple of differences, of course, and you own one, you know that as well. The big game changer for me on this rig was the digital noise reduction that's adjustable. That's really, really nice to have. Having a DVI port in the back so you can actually, put your display up on an external monitor. And we use a video capture card. That's what we've got right now on our YouTube channel, Chris. We're actually putting the radio display on our YouTube channel. So not only do you get to see your signal report on the screen, but you get to hear yourself. We've got the oscilloscope portion up as well, which I'm sure you're familiar with, which is kind of nice. You can actually see your audio wave pattern. And, you know, we don't get much of an opportunity to hear ourselves on the air, and just another added dimension to amateur radio. We're just having a ball with it, and it seems as though others are as well. We'll just keep doing it as long as everybody's having fun with it there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. That's funny you mentioned that because we have two little ones, the wife and I. We have an 8-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. And, of course, last year they were doing schooling from home. So we bought them some nice monitors with these brackets that you could, put the monitor in any kind of configuration. And I just asked the wife about it a couple of days ago about those monitors because the kids are back in school. And she said that I was more than welcome to have one, and I forgot to get it from her. So there's a nice big monitor with a special bracket that I need to get from her, and maybe this Christmas weekend I can play with that. How hard was that? Is that just plug and play? Over?
Well, the important part, because it's a really sensitive port in the back, and I've certainly read some people have had some issues. You definitely, for my setup, it's a DVI to HDMI. It needs to be a specific cable. That's the big part. And to put the display up, it's a video capture card, so it's HDMI to USB. But if you're going to run an external monitor, you make sure it's a specific HDVI cable one end to a USB, to an HDMI on the other end. If you're using a TV or what have you, we've got the adapters for those on the computer monitors. But otherwise, you could really short out that port's what I've been told. So it's a nice thing to have, especially depending on what size of a monitor you're wanting to use for for the extra display. Like I said, we use it to basically to project the screen onto the YouTube channel, so we don't use the extra monitor port per se. But it is a great feature to have with it, no doubt.
Okay, phenomenal. I've got my notebook. I'm cruising down the road here at 60 miles an hour. So can I get, you said it's, I need an HDMI to what cable?
Yeah, the port on the back of the radio, I believe, is called a DVI, Delta Victor India. I think it's a DVI, widescreen. And then for me, it goes from a DVI to an HDMI like you have on new TVs today. That's what I'm particularly using. Again, I would look at the port on the monitor or whatever that you're wanting to use and see what is on that end, and then I would certainly guess there's cables out there that fit just about any configuration. I'm sure there'll be others out there that will tell me pretty quick, but that's what I'm using on my end. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. That sounds about what I'm thinking I'm going to need, because these monitors, we just purchased them last year, and I think they are actually TVs too. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's got to be really neat to have a screen that big and to be able to see everything, blown up like that. That's got to be really nice. Do you also utilize a mouse with that? Because that's the next thing I would love to look into, is having that big screen and then a mouse. Are you utilizing a mouse?
I do, but not for the rig. I've got it here I use it off of the computer. I've got 3 monitors in front of me, so I've got three different things going on at the same time. I know people that are using a mouse and a keyboard configuration on the radio. I don't currently do that. I don't know if I'll do that in the future.
Roger. Okay, yeah, me neither. I'm a commercial heating and air conditioning service guy. I'm not really into the computers as much as I probably should be. but yeah, well, I appreciate it. I know there's probably other stations that want to get in touch with you too. So I'm going to say Merry Christmas to you, Miss Lady. Phenomenal sounding setup there in Kansas, and it was nice making your acquaintance. And Merry Christmas to you, my friend, and your family from Southern Maryland. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Oscar November uniform, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, no problem, Chris. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for the first one today. Nice to get a chance to work you. It looks like the first contact in the log. Keep an eye out for us. We're starting our special event on the 23rd to the 26th. We're doing a Christmas Train 2021. Myself and 4 other operators. We'd love to get you in the log. One of us or all of us. So if you're out and about and you're on the air, I'm sure you won't have any trouble hearing us. We got no problem hearing you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Be safe out there while you're driving. Don't have any accidents on my part. So we'll certainly look forward to next time around. Appreciate all the nice flowers. You're doing a great job yourself with the setup there. I would like to see that in pictures. That'd be pretty cool. So anyway, you take care, my friend. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you as well. And we'll certainly look for you again. Kilo Charlie 3, Oscar November uniform. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City, 73s.
73, sir.
All right, take care. K0RWB, QRZ. Any other stations, please come with your call.
2 Ocean Radio Mike.
The radio mic, try it again, please.
Julia. Yeah, Roger, it's November 2 Ocean Radio Mike. The name is Norm, and I'm located in northern New Jersey, QSL.
Okay, Norm. Well, thank you very much for picking us up there. Appreciate it. Just finished with a mobile up there in the southern Maryland. Nice to hear you up there as well. It seems like the band is in good shape again today. We were out here yesterday a little bit and really had a wonderful, wonderful time. A lot of stations out there, and it seems to be in pretty good shape today. Again, the name here is Randy, the QTH. We're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, and out playing radio this afternoon and decided to fire it up. We got the live stream going here on YouTube as well. There, go ahead.
Yeah, Randy, nice to meet you. You got a very strong signal. You're 5.9 plus 10, and I was monitoring for a while. I heard you're running an FTDX 10, as I am right now, and I was wondering if you've ever connected it to your computer to operate it remotely, QSL?
No, I have not. I think... the downside, I think that you have to have the software from Yaesu. I think you have to buy. I don't have it in front of me. The adapter box or what have you. I've looked at the software, and I thought that's all you needed. But no, they want you to buy this little box or what have you that allows you to do the remote. So we haven't done that part. I'd rather be safe than sorry and just kind of operate the way I am. And if I need to talk on the road, I'll take the other one with me and work it portable. But so I'm not able to help you on that aspect. But hey, I did pull up the log. We had a contact back in May, so here on 20. So nice to get a chance to work you again this afternoon. But yeah, unfortunately, Norm, not able to help you on that aspect, there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. K0RWB and 2ORM. Yeah, no problem. I was trying to operate it on Windows with Ham Radio Deluxe. I haven't had any luck. Maybe when they come out with a DX10, I'll be able to do it, but right now I can't. So anyway, it's not super important. It's something I like to do, especially with Ham Radio Deluxe. We could do a lot of stuff on it. But yeah, real good, Randy. You're coming in very strong here. So I'm not going to hold you. Nice talking to you. Have a great day. Enjoy your many QSOs. I'm sure you're going to make a lot of contacts. K0RWB and 2ORM. 73.
Okay, Norm. Well, thank you again for the second contact that we've had, and second one here on 20 as well. Yeah, again, we're just going to come out and have some fun this afternoon and make a few contacts. So, yeah, if it works the other way and you look more into it, I'd be interested to see how it works for you. I don't know anybody personally who's done the remote. I'm not sure how that's working or not working. So I think just because everything is kind of new right now, it's probably giving some people some time to kind of think what direction to go. But again, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it. Nice to get a chance to chat with you real quick. Have a great Christmas coming up and the New Year as well. And I'm sure we'll have many, many more contacts either the rest of the year or in 2022 as well. So we do thank you again. You take care. November 2, Oscar Radio Mike. That's Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Norm. Take care. 73s.
7-3, happy holidays.
All right, 7-3. So QRZ, any other stations, please?
Kilo Delta 6, India,
Kilo 4, Ocean Whiskey.
Okay, the Ocean Whiskey, standby 1. Kilo Delta 6, India, question mark.
Kilo Delta 6, India, Quebec Whiskey. Good afternoon, Randy.
Oh, nice signal, Mark. How are you doing today? Boy, you guys sounds really good. I don't know, when's the last time we spoke during the day, or have we?
I don't think we've hit 20 meters. We've always been on 40, and I'm still working on that antenna, but finally got one of our amplifiers up, so we're running this, looks like just shy of 500 watts here with the hex beam heading your way.
Yeah, and you're right off the backside, Mark. Let me bring it around real quick, and I don't think it's going to be gangbusters. I didn't have any problems hearing you, but and Bob's out there too. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob. Bob's up in Severance, Mark, just kind of north of you. I'm sure you're familiar with that, just kind of east of the Fort Collins. But anyway, we'll bring it back around a little bit. Yeah, it was the first one for 20 meters, and I'll give you a signal report so I can get you in the log there. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. We're doing pretty good here in Colorado. We've had just incredibly beautiful weather, but too beautiful for December, I'm afraid. We're pretty dry down here in the flats. Snow up in the mountains, but I was out running around in T-shirts here today.
Yeah, congrats for that. I think we're supposed to get there toward the end of the week. I believe they did say last night Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve Day, excuse me. I think they're talking 66, 67 for us here. So I don't think we'll have a white Christmas.
Yeah, I think you faded there. I think we have a little bit of solar flare happening there, Randy.
Yeah, it's been kind of up and down. We've had signals that have just barely been booming and kind of drop off and vice versa. I'm not sure if the band is short or long. Todd out in Pennsylvania says he can hear you pretty good. He said you're peaking about 5 and 4, so at least we're making the trip there. It may be somewhere in between, but you know, hey, we'll do the best we can with what we got there. Go ahead.
Engineering. It's having really good Drake. Seems to be SB200. We estimate that we just need to get some casing on, and we might be on the air with it here. And we're going to be good. Back to you there, Randy.
Oh, this must be the other half. Did your dad have to take a phone call? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the conditions for things to come or not, but you did kind of fade down there. The two go-rounds before, about 5 and 7, so I'll make sure I get that down so we can get it in the log, because we don't have a contact on 20, so I want to make sure we get that in there. But we'll just cut it short here before it gets any worse. Hopefully the bands will come back around again. But anyway, I'm going to put it down on my log, and glad we got a chance to work here on 20 meters. 7-3, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Kilo Delta 6, India, Quebec Whiskey, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s. Okay, the Oscar Mike station, if you're still there, give me your call, please.
Kilo 4, Oscar Whiskey, K0RWB.
Okay, Kilo 4, Oscar Whiskey. Thank you, Jack, for hanging in there. Let me come back around with the beam here. I'm probably coming down on you a little bit. Hopefully the signal will come back up here when we bring it back around. And I'm hoping that was just a little glitch in the system. I'd like to think that band is in better shape than that. We do see quite a bit on the waterfall, so I'm hoping that the conditions will be okay for us. Coming around just about pointed your direction, so hopefully you'll come up in my receive, and I'll come up in yours as well. There, go ahead.
Yeah, roger that, Randy. You're 5'9" plus 10 into north central Florida today, and yes, you did come back up when you swung it back around. How's things in Missouri today?
Oh, I tell you what, the sun is shining, and the temperatures aren't crazy. I think it's about 45. It's probably about average, I think, for this time of year. And, again, I don't have any control over it. We'll work it the best we can. But getting close to that Christmas time frame, and we've got projects that we do in the mornings. It allows us a little bit of time in the afternoon. So we had some time yesterday, and we got time again today. So we just thought we're just going to play radio and see what happens. Hopefully we'll be able to make some contacts, have some fun in the process here, Roger.
Oh, Roger. That's what it's all about. I'm doing the same as you, except we don't suffer as hard of winters as you guys do. I mean, I lived up in Wichita for a few years, and then Chicago, and then Middle Tennessee. So not immune to weather, but for us, it's starting to turn winter into Florida.
Well, I think if everybody had your weather year-round, I think we'd all get pretty bored. So at least a little bit of variation. Not to say that doesn't get a little chilly in Florida. We've been the winter times, January, February time frame around Tampa, and it can certainly get a little bit on the cool side, I guess. Nothing like we have here. But, you know, what they always say is home is where you hang your hat, and this is where ours happens to be. No complaints. We always try to make the best of it and have fun anyway. Some people like to play in the snow. If it's there, I'll do it, and I won't go look for it, though, Roger.
Oh, me neither, but there's nothing like waking up in the woods in the morning with a blanket of snow on the ground and you can see for miles.
Yeah, as long as there's deer or elk out in front, that during season, that would be the benefit there, Roger.
And that was my point, Randy. I appreciate it. Well, I won't keep it. I just wanted to holler at it. It's a good signal there on 20. I saw it on my SDR. I'm running an FT3000 and an ICOM 1000, about 950 watts. And we're on the old cobweb antenna today, so that one's outperforming the others. So you're doing a good trip. I hope I'm doing the same. Over.
Yeah, you're solid 5 and 9. Yeah, about 20 some minutes ago when we started. Well, again, we're looking for a clear spot. Listened and listened and listened. And I don't know what it is. It never fails. We get started, and there's always somebody who wants to move in a KC or two, upper or lower, which is what we're doing right now. So I don't know if that's a curse or just what it is, but we're going to work through it. I'm hoping that they can either they can hear you or hear me. But you're a good solid 5 and 9. You're certainly washing out the noise. I believe they're below us. But yeah, it's nice to know that we're able to get out today. And by the way, thank you for the first contact. I don't see one in my log here, so it's nice to get a chance to work you on 20. As I was telling the station earlier, we'll be back out again Thursday for sure. Thursday through Sunday, we're running a special event, Christmas Strain 2021, myself and 4 other operators around the country. And you got time, we'd love to get you in the log and make sure we could get that contact. Should be fun. Some of us are going to be doing it on live streaming on YouTube. We're streaming right now as well. We always have some of that, so we're going to have some fun with it during those time frames. But, Jack, always a pleasure, and thank you so much for the first one. I look forward to the next one, whether it's sometime this week before the end of the year or more than likely 2022. A good signal as well. Nice to hear you out of Florida. First contact for us today in Florida. Mike is down there in your area, so I'm sure I'll hear from him before long, too. So, anyway, thanks for taking that quick standby. I appreciate it. Trying to get that Colorado station before they totally kind of dropped off the map there, but they could come back around. So in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon. Do appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time. And we certainly do look for the next one as well. So we'll say 7-3 for now. Kilo 4 Oscar Whiskey, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Jackie. Have a good afternoon.
Roger, Randy. Thanks for the contact. Good to hear from you. Good to meet you. And we'll look for you over the next few days on your event for sure. Again, good to meet you. You all be safe. Be blessed. Have a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, my friend. And we'll say 7-3. K0RWB. K0RWB. We're clear and be blessed.
All right. Thank you again, Jack. You take care. This is Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo QRZ. Any other stations out there? Go ahead and come with your call.
Charlie, Fox Hotel Charlie.
The Fox Hotel Charlie station again, please.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. This is Whiskey 4, Foxtrot Hotel Charlie. That was Fred. Freedom rings every day. Fred, United States Air Force retired. And we're in Goldsboro, Wayne County, southeastern North Carolina. We're looking at short-range long-wire antenna today. Running 100 watts here with a 706 Mark 2G. I'm in the house. November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha. Video, but I can transmit and receive here on the short-wire antenna most of the time. Over.
Well, it sounds good to me, Fred. And thank you for for giving us a call there out of North Carolina. Of course, we just got started not long ago, so first contact for us into North Carolina. And also, thank you for your service, Air Force. You did pick the right branch. We certainly like the colors as well. So thank you so much for that. You probably had a head start on me, but that's another story as well. I looked at the meter. You're 5'7", 5'8", and we've actually got somebody right above us. For some reason, it's kind of bleeding over on us, but no problems copying you. Nice to hear you in North Carolina this afternoon, and hope things are going well in your world there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're doing fine back this way. Just getting ready for Christmas Day there. You know, we're a senior citizen. We're 73, so we don't celebrate Christmas like we used to years ago. You know, all the family's gone, the married and gone, and they're not at home anymore, just me and the wife here. But when I'm out in the studio, I got 2 amplifiers, and I got 4 rigs out there, and 4 antennas, including the hex beam on the tower. But sometimes I see spring like today and cold and miserable. It's about 43 degrees here today and rainy, and I just had to feel like going out to the studio, so I can transmit and receive from here in the house on these shortwave long wires. As long as I have a shooter, it works really well on 10 through 40 here, 10 through 40 here.
Yeah, well, good for you. I think that's great. Yeah, it's doing fine. We're running a hex beam here as well. We've kind of put it in your direction a little bit. It seems that usually this time of the afternoon in our location, both the Eastern Seaboard, you guys just come booming in. It was really one of the terrific days that I haven't had in a long time yesterday with the band conditions and the strength of signals and the operators as well. And so far, we're kind of matching that again today. Like I said, been out here for about 30 minutes or so, and we've already gone to the western side of the U.S. into Colorado, but we're getting quite a bit there in your part of the world. Just finished with Florida and you there. One New Jersey and one in southern Maryland. Actually, it was a mobile station. So nice to see the band is open, and we've got a chance to make some contact this afternoon, Fred, and we're certainly glad you're one of them there. Go ahead.
Copy down. I see. I missed you. I'm getting old here. I know it's Kilowatt Zero, I believe. Aren't you out in the Midwest?
Yeah, I'm 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, and the call is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo Red, White, and Blue. There, Roger.
Red, white, and blue. That's a good call. Yeah, Kansas City. Well, you know, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to be in the playoffs. I know for sure because they got a real good record this year, and they're doing really well.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that team. Yeah, I think I've heard of the Chiefs. Yeah, we try not to miss. We try not to miss a game. We're about 20 miles from the stadium. And you really, if you're not at the game, you can't drive around it because traffic is almost at a standstill. So, yeah, I think they're kind of peaking at the right time. We'll see how everything plays out. A lot of other good teams out there, so it should make it very interesting the next several weeks. Roger.
Oh yeah, you bet. By the way, the freeze and propagation been so good the last few days. The sun has really lit up out there. The sun's solar flux is 123. The sunspot number is 115. The index is kind of high at 16, but the K index too. And everything is fairly good, including 10 meters today. So I'm glad to see. Hopefully it continues like this, and the numbers continue to go up, and the propagation will get better and better. Over.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. At least around my part of the country here, the last 4 or 5 days has been just terrific. And we've got the numbers sitting there on top of our screen as well. It's very encouraging. I'd like to think it will stay that way for a while. Of course, you know, everything always seems to change whether we like it or not. So we just kind of take advantage of it while we can. And again, we've had a lot of nice contacts the last several days. We've had a chance to talk to some really great operators. And yesterday specifically, one of the days you don't get very often, at least I don't get. And so we actually made quite a few contacts for the time we were out here, and so far so good today. And I'm really looking forward to what's going to be happening the rest of the day there, Fred. Go ahead.
Copy W4SH here. You know, well, you're running a good antenna, that hex beam. I never run a hex beam before, but the local club here, which I'm a member of, the vice president of the club builds these hex beams. Mine's number 12, and I got some health issues. I'm not able to do a whole lot physically, so they put my tire together for me, and he built the hex beam right here on my property. I watched him build it,
and they put that thing up on the tower, and the SWR is good. SWR is about a 1.3 on all the bands except for 20. 20 is about a 1.4, but I don't even have to use a tuner with it, and I was really surprised how well that hex beam receives. You just broadband it, and it covers a lot of area without having to move it over.
Yeah, I again have had several conversations with people that either have them or that are looking at them, and I think you get a lot of bang for your buck, and it's nice to have that many different bands and have them resonant on those bands as well is a big plus, and I'd have a really hard time changing it out for anything else. I know there's bigger and badder and more gain and elements and so on and so forth. This really seems to work quite well for us. And generally speaking, Fred, if I hear you, I can work you, and that's really all you can ask for. So we're just going to keep rolling with it. January will be 10 years for this one. We do bring it down once a year for some periodic inspection, but it seems to be just fine. We take it right back on the air and keep on going. So it's probably doing better than I am overall, but it's all right. That's why it's just the way it goes. So. Hey, nice to have a chance to chat with you this afternoon. We'll see if we can maybe make a few others out there. Again, thank you for your service and the Air Force as well. And nice to hear out of North Carolina. We do try to be out here as much as we can. So, Fred, if you do hear us again, by all means, give us a call. We'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon. You and yours be safe, be well. Have a great Christmas coming up, New Year's. I have a feeling we'll be talking again real soon. Whiskey 4, Foxtrot Hotel Charlie. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Fred. Have a great day.
Okay, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. I forgot to ask you your name. You may have given it, and I may have missed it. Give me your name right quick, over.
Yeah, my apologies, Fred. The name here is Randy. Randy, Romeo Alpha November Delta Yankee.
That's a good name, Randy. As a matter of fact, the guy that put my tower and stuff up, put together for me, put the beam and stuff up, his name was Randy. He even climbed the tower and this and stuff there, but his name is Randy. God bless you and your family. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a safe Christmas, a happy, prosperous, and safe New Year 2022. Whiskey 4, Foxtrot Hotel Charlie, fresh hot coffee, fresh Goldsboro, North Carolina, United States Air Force retired, 24 years, 7-3.
All right, Fred, you take care, 7-3s. The K0RWB will be clear with Fred. The November 2 was at November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha Station. If you're still there, come on back.
Yeah, November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha. Yeah, Randy, thanks for returning my call. I think you have Kilo 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, correct?
Yes, sir. That's the one.
Okay, yeah, you're sounding good here in New Jersey. I don't know if you had any New Jersey contacts yet, but yeah, you're just about a 10 over an S9. Very nice.
Well, gosh, I was hoping for 20, but I guess I'll have to take the 10. Yeah, no problem, John. Yeah, I think I had a contact earlier. It could have been northern part of New Jersey, not sure. It doesn't really matter. We'll take them all. I mean, again, I believe last count, I think I saw the U.S. had 560+ thousand operators. Might take me a while to get through all of them. So, you know what they say, come one, call all. New contacts, previous. I like it. The idea is to get in front of the microphone there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like my dad used to say, good things happen to people that wait.
Hey, there you go. That's exactly right. Oh, a nice signal to you as well. You're 5.9 plus here, and the audio is really nice. Again, we've got somebody just right above me. I'm not really sure why that happens. I don't know. Maybe they don't know I'm on this end here, but no problems hearing you. You're coming right over top of the noise. Probably one of the better signals we've had so far today, John. Go ahead.
Well, very nice. Thank you for that, Randy. I appreciate that. And, oh, by the way, the radio over here is a Yaesu FT 1200. And we're putting out about 500 watts. We're running an Ameritron 811 hotel amplifier. And I'm currently on a Mosley vertical in the backyard that I put up a couple months ago. And I'm just wondering, I'm operating on a vertical. If you give me a minute, not even a minute, just a few seconds, I'm going to switch antennas. And can you give me a signal report on the dipole? Go ahead. Yeah,
I'd be happy to. Like I said, you've been currently about 5 and 9 with no problems at all. I will say this, if the station right above, it keeps it up, we might just kind of move down 1 or 2 kcs. It's probably easier for everybody else. But yeah, by all means, switch the antenna over. We'll be more happy to give you a signal report so you can kind of compare the two there. Go ahead.
Okay, Randy, we're on the dipole right now. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. How does it sound? Go ahead.
Well, honestly, you're down about a couple of S units, 5, 7, 5, and 6, pretty close. However, here's a nice thing about it, John. You have the option to flip either one because the bands can change momentarily. I'm sure you're aware of that as well. And 1 second, one works better than the other. So, yeah, there's a difference. It's not huge, but I can certainly see it on the meter, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we're really happy with the Moseley. On our other QTH, we had a classic 33 up on a 40-foot Rowan tower. I think we're going to put a tower up on this QTH. We've been here for a while now. But I noticed an improvement when I went back to the vertical, which I'm on right now. You went up to almost a 20 over. Go ahead. Yeah,
it's kind of nice that there's a difference like that. Again, it's nice to be able to compare those. You know, if the person has the chance to do that, you know, to have multiple antennas, and it never fails. The verticals will work good under certain conditions, and a long wire does better, or end fed. It's nice to have that flexibility to, you know, to kind of work that. Of course, orientation, those kind of things can make a difference as well. So, you know, and that's the nice thing about this is if you're able and have the inclination to have different antennas in the air, you know, with the property lines that you have, that's a great option for you. I think it's nice to have that comparison, so that way you kind of know there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it does make a difference. Matter of fact, this morning around 8 a.m. local time here in New Jersey, I was talking to a guy over in Dublin, Ireland, and that vertical, he couldn't believe it. I was just like, the door was wide open, and he had a monobander up around 50 feet for 20 meters, and he couldn't believe it was a vertical. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can certainly believe that. Hey, John, if you would indulge me, the station above is just getting worse and worse and worse. Just so it's fair for them and for us and everybody else, if you would indulge me, if we'd kind of move down to 263, the QSY to 263, maybe we can kind of get away from some of that noise, and we want to be able to hear the stations a little better. So we're going to try to move down that. Feel free to move down there with us as well, and anybody else that's if they're listening. We just really can't take the station right above us, so we're going to move down to 263. I hope you join us there, John. Okay.
Okay, very good, Randy. Kilo Zero Romeo Whiskey Bravo N2HYA. I'll follow you down at 263.
I do appreciate it. K0RWB, we're going to QSY to 14263. Okay, John, you still there? November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Back to you.
Right back at you, November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha. Yeah, it's a little quieter. I was getting a little bit of QRM, just up a little bit, but not too bad. You were totally readable, but I think it's a little quieter down here. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the conditions are never in our favor per se, and you kind of need all the help you get. Again, it is what it is. I mean, you know, I don't own any particular section of the band and or frequencies anybody else does, and we want to be a good steward of amateur radio, so we have no problems moving. I hate to do it, but it's just probably easier for everybody else. And thank you, Steve. Even he says that as well. So, yeah, this works out great. Well, John, it's really nice that you can see the comparison there between the signal strength and so forth. And one other thing I will add, not to toot my own horn, but like I said, we're actually streaming live here on YouTube. You ought to give a look and a listen and see the comparison yourself. We do have our radio display up on the YouTube channel, so you can actually see that signal strength itself. Also listen and look at your audio. I've got my oscilloscope up as well. You can actually see your audio wave pattern. So if you're interested, one of two ways to get to the channel, John. On my QRZ page, I've got a link. It takes you right to it, or go right to YouTube. Put in my call, K0RWB. Look for the video with today's date on it. Of course, it'll say live right now, but it also records. But give it a look and a listen and see what you think, and you be the judge yourself there, Roger.
Okay, yeah, I just see it. I'm on the QRZ page right now, and I see it says live streaming on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That'd be the one.
Okay, I'm going to flip over there right now. I just clicked on it. It's loading right now. Yeah, that would be my first semi.
Yeah, now there's about a 20 or 30 second delay in audio, so I'm just giving you fair warning. It's kind of a reverb hilling yourself twice. My suggestion would be to turn the volume down or off on the stream until you and I are done. But we're 35 minutes in roughly. It's about where we're at on the timestamp, so to speak. So to give you an idea where we started. But at least this way, you'll get a chance to see for yourself what your signal actually looks like.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Okay. And you look like a Santa Claus helper, Dad.
Yeah, well, thanks for that. I usually don't give people that warning. Yeah, there's a webcam pointed at me. That was the YL's idea, and it is Christmas time. She says, oh, here, you got to put the hat on because it's Christmas. So laugh as they may, I have to make the most immediates happy. But I can't wait to take it off, no doubt. But, yeah, we're just going to have some fun with it. But, like I said, I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Again, I just think it's a great tool. I didn't know about this until about this time a year ago. Stationed down in Florida, our friend Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, was doing this live stream as well on the air, which I thought was really cool. So it's I got intrigued by that, and it's amazing. You may think you sound great in your headphones, and when you hear it on the air, you go, "Oh, that's not me." So that's kind of what mine was. It was a process of making a few changes and so forth to get it to where it sounds more like me. But it's just kind of a little added dimension of radio, and I think it's a lot of fun, and people seem to like it as well. There, Roger.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, that's my first experience seeing this before. Yeah, that's awesome. But anyway, what kind of rig are you running over there?
This is a Yaesu FTDX10 that we're currently running here. We've got two locations. We have Studio A, as my friend Todd has named them, which is an upstairs location. It's right next to the wife's work center. She works from home and didn't want to interfere with her today with calls and so forth. We're at a downstairs location, which we call Studio B. We run the same radios in both locations, so we're tied into the same antennas. We're running a different amplifier and a microphone at this location than we do in the other location, but otherwise it's pretty close. Nothing real fancy, but it really works well for us, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Randy. Yeah, that's pretty innovative to make it work like that. I mean, I've seen other videos up on YouTube, but I've never seen one to go hand in hand as far as real time. That's very cool. But anyway, I'll let you go, Randy. I'm sure there's other guys and other people out there and other ladies and what have you would like to talk with you. But I'll watch the video for a while here. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming back to my call. And you and your family have a great Christmas, a great New Year, all good prosperity and good health. And with that, I'll sign with you, K0RWB Romeo Whiskey Bravo, from November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha here in New Jersey, 73s.
John, my pleasure. Yeah, again, thanks for sticking around there. We had the other station that kind of got in there first, but I'm glad you stuck around, and hopefully it was, kind of informative for you. Again, once you listen to the playback and you'll see the meter, you'll certainly see the difference between the antennas. More than happy to do it. And again, that's kind of what we're liking to do here. If we can help people with their station in some capacity or another, or just have a kick out of it, that's kind of what we're liking to do. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Very nice to work you for the first time, especially here on 20 meters. I certainly look forward to the next time as well. And hope you and yours have a great Christmas coming up and the rest of the holidays. And I'm sure that no doubt we'll probably have a QSO in 2022 as well. So you take care, and thank you once again. November 2 Hotel Yankee Alpha in New Jersey. This is K0RWB Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. Thank you, John. Have a great day.
73.
Okay, QRZ, any other stations out there, please come with the call.
Always somebody out here. W9SLD. Go Bravo.
Let's see, the Whiskey 9 Sierra Lima Delta. What a great big signal.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It is Whiskey 9 Sierra Lima Bravo, W9SLB. It's my initials. Who would have thought? Anyhow, name is Steve, located in the mountains of North Carolina. And I believe this is our first QSO. I was listening to you. I went to your YouTube channel and stuff. That's really cool. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, my apologies, Steve. I've only got one ear that's working, apparently. I didn't quite get the call right. But, yeah, nice to know that we get it in there right. We want to make sure we get everything put in the log properly. Yeah, I've got you pulled up here in the logger as well. So, yeah, nice to hear this afternoon. We've been very fortunate that the band, by and large, is in really terrific shape. Second contact we've had in North Carolina today. Our friend Fred, retired Air Force gentleman earlier. Nice to be able to chance to work him. Interesting enough, this time of day, the Eastern Seaboard here in the Kansas City area, you guys are just booming signals, and yours is just the same as well there, Roger?
Yeah, Roger, you're 10 over also. So nice copy. It's almost like you're parked out in the driveway. I better look. I don't know. You don't know. Anyhow, like I say, we're up in the mountains of North Carolina. Our weather's been pretty decent. We've really had a mild winter, almost fall, because the last few nights we've gotten down in the upper 20s, but during the day it comes back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s even. So it's not too bad. No snow, so that's a good thing. We could use a little rain, though. Go ahead.
I heard that quite a bit, and our folks around here are saying that as well, that it's a little bit dry. This time of year, though, you get moisture. At least here, it doesn't go away. It just sticks around for the next couple of months and end up tracking in mud and all the other stuff, and then they get yelled at all the time. So it's kind of a curse and a blessing, I guess, Roger?
Yeah, we've got a small farm, and we have a spring, so we would definitely want to make sure that stays working well. So far, we've been here just around 12 years and have had no problems out of that. So, knock on wood, don't have a well, so we'll hope that works. But no, the mud and stuff, yeah, we've got a lot of clay, and when it rains, it really gets nasty. But it actually goes away pretty quick. But this area that we live in is actually classified as a subtropical region, so it's not tropical, but still we get a lot of rain up here, and if it does snow, we'll get a little bit. The last few years have really been mild for us. The ski operators up here are complaining, which I don't blame them. They've started making snow up here now, and they still don't have enough. But with this cooler weather we're getting now, I guess they can go ahead and make snow good.
Yeah, it's when it's good for some people, it's bad for others. I don't know if there's a way to make everybody happy. I can certainly understand that the operators probably really stressing over temperatures. I hate to get to those cold temperatures, and sometimes we just can't get away from them. But I was telling the operator earlier, Friday, Christmas Eve day, we're looking at, I think, around 67. So we will not have a white Christmas, which we usually don't anyway. We don't really start seeing winter until about the second week of January through, sometimes into March almost. So not a long season per se, but boy, a couple of days of below freezing, I'm done. I'm ready to head south. But again, we can't do much about it. We just kind of work through it. But again, really great signal. I don't know I think you mentioned that you were watching the stream, and you'll see it yourself. That last go around, the meter was showing a little over 20 over. So, gosh, Steve, I don't know what you're doing on that end, or we've got a terrific pileup or a pipeline or both. But nice to have signals like that. Sure makes it easier on the QSOs there, Roger.
Yeah, it's a little tough when you really have to put the headphones on to listen, which you have to do occasionally. But now we're Kenwood TS890S feeding a Meritron ALS 1300, doing right at about 1100 watts into a Mosley TA63, which is about 75 feet up on the tower, aimed your way.
Yeah, that would probably do it. Yeah, definitely so. I will say this, yesterday the conditions were so good, at least into my location here. I did have several operators, 100 watts in a wire, and we're 5.9 as well. So, I mean, when the conditions are great, you can talk anywhere, and for not, you can't talk across the street. But always try to take advantage of it when you can. Again, for me, it doesn't happen as often as it should. We'd like to get more time in front of the microphone, but it doesn't work out that way sometimes. So we try to take advantage of it, and we're going to have a little bit of time this week for the holidays coming up. So it's really nice to see the band's in good shape today there. Go ahead.
Yeah, W9SLB. I was looking on, let's see, I've been on 10, 12, 15, 17, 20. All of them were lit up fairly well. 6, well, it's the magic band. Sometimes it works and never does. I don't know. I probably can count on my two hands the amount of contacts I've made on 6, but that's okay. There's plenty of other bands to play with, but we're happy with it. Like I say, your audio and everything is really, really nice. And I saw what you were talking about, the lag between what we're hearing on the radio and what comes across YouTube. It's just really cool that you can do that kind of stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, it really is. I think a lot of it is, they go into different servers, in the internet and so forth. And I don't know this for a fact, but I would certainly guess there's probably some delay that's incorporated in with YouTube. Certainly not the first one to do this. I had a lot of help to get to where we're at, and the main contributor was my friend Alex. He's in Cutler Bay, Florida. Whiskey 7 Hotel uniform. He's the one I stumbled across one day about this time a year ago, doing the live stream. Again, I didn't realize it was there was something you could do as well. It is kind of nice actually to put the two mediums together, believe it or not. And earlier in the year, with some of the school roundups, we would actually call into those stations as they were calling CQ, and we would just go ahead and hit the live stream. So not only did you get to watch it, but the kids did too. They could go back later. And if that instills somebody maybe to move further in the hobby, hey, great. If not, most of the kids today have that phone in front of their face anyway. They could always go, hey, look, I was on YouTube and so forth. So, again, we'd like to think maybe it would contribute to having some operators in the future. You really don't know. We do get some emails from time to time that said, I really enjoyed the QSO. I had my brother watch this, or some friends. They watched it. It was really cool, and they asked me about how to get started in the hobby. And, if that's what it takes, makes the hobby healthy, I'd be more than happy to help on my end anyway there. Roger?
Yeah, Roger that. Out of curiosity, when you're doing the live stream, does that actually get recorded, or is that just live stream? I'm not aware.
No, it actually does both. We're live currently, of course, and it also does record it as well. And that's what a lot of people will ask, well, do I have to watch it? Now, no, it'll actually record, and you can go back and watch it later. And somebody will probably correct me out there, but there's a way of doing a timestamp. I'm not sure exactly how that works. So basically what I do is on the screen that you don't see, I see a timer at the top. And I can say, oh, we started about 50 minutes in. And then it allows you an opportunity to fast forward your mouse to about that time frame. Or you can watch the whole segment. Because I will say this is a really cool thing, Steve. It's not about me, it's you guys out there, but people have great stories. They've got information they share on different products or making antennas. That's the really cool thing about it. And if you're not able to write it down now, you have the opportunity to go back and listen to it and say, what did that guy say? You write this down, write that down. Because usually after every time that I do this, I go back and listen to it later to see if there's things I can pick up, things we can do better, and so forth. So it's a learning tool for me, but it's a nice thing if somebody says, hey, I did a new thing with this battery, and when I was using it portable, and I did this, and I used this antenna. To me, it's great because it's sharing information that maybe somebody else can use.
Yeah, I use YouTube a lot since I bought this 890. Thank goodness for YouTube. It had a lot of good information under the manual that Kenwood wrote. Sometimes it's been written by an engineer, and sometimes you can't quite make out what they're really trying to tell you. On YouTube, you can go over there and find somebody that's already done it, and that helps. Between the two of them, you can usually get done what you wanted to do. I was just messing around with putting pictures for a screensaver on the 890, and it was interesting. Come to find out that I had the size of the image too big and had to resize it. So that led me on another quest of how to resize photos, and it was something that Microsoft actually for Windows 10 has, which is really a piece of cake. You just do it, and it does it for you. But like I say, the radios are just getting so complicated today that I probably don't use 1/90th of what's it's capable of doing. Split channel, that was an interesting concept. Read the book, didn't make a heck of a lot out of that, and then actually watched the YouTube video and went, wow. How easy is that? So we're learning, and but I appreciate the time and you coming back, and hopefully I got to fix this mic button that's cutting out on me. That's interesting. But thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I hope you get some more DX and enjoy your time while you can do that. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And again, thank you very much for coming back to me. I appreciate it.
No, I'm glad to do it. And the tail end there, you're 30 over, and that's no preamp. So Yeah, it's working quite well. Well, again, I tell people all the time, you know, this is a great addition to anybody's station if they so choose. It's terribly expensive to do this. I think it cost me just a little over $20 for a video capture card. The software is free that we use to integrate to YouTube. And, of course, you can get a YouTube channel for free as well. So I always encourage people, if you want to do it, I'm more than happy to help because people help me. But anyway, Steve, very nice to have a chance to chat with you. Never like to say work. We're not working. We're just having a conversation. That's kind of had it. So, again, my channel is a little different than maybe some others. I'm not a 5'9" K0RWB guy. I've said that many, many times before. We do try to be very respectful of everybody's time. If you take the time to call me and I have a chance to get back to you, then you've got something to say, and I'd like to hear it. That's kind of how we approach this. Maybe some people like that format and some don't. I hope everybody does. A lot of patience out there. People are very patient and so forth. But I've enjoyed the conversation with you this afternoon. I look forward to the next one. As I was saying earlier, we're going to be part of a special event starting on Thursday, the Christmas Train 2021. We have operators around the country running that train. So if you're out and about and you happen to hear any of us on the air, special calls, I've got blurped on my personal K0RWB page right now. So if you hear one of them out there, give them a call back. We'd like to gift you in the log for sure. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Sounds terrific here in my receive. Nice to hear you in North Carolina. Look forward to the next one as well. Whiskey 9, Sierra Lima Bravo. This is K0RWB Radio, Whiskey Bravo in Kansas City. Take care, 7-3s.
7-3s, Randy.
Okay, thanks again, Steve. K0RWB, any other stations? Thanks for holding. Come now.
Portable.
Okay, let me get the portable station there. Give me the call again, portable.
Roger, Roger. This is Kilo Delta 2 Sierra X-Ray Delta Portable, New York City.
What are you doing up there, Mike?
Oh, having fun and visiting family. Over.
Yeah, I remember the other day you mentioned it. Now, are you working remote, or did you have to take some equipment with you?
Yeah, I got my POTA gear with me, and I got a vice grip mount mounted on the balcony using the Chameleon 17-foot whip. There, over.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, I saw your little input there on the chat, and I had a feeling at some point. I wasn't sure how you were going to announce it, but gosh, you got a great signal. There's a few others out there, but was able to pull you out, Mike. So hopefully, I think you mentioned today you're going to be up there through Christmas. Is that correct?
Yeah, Roger. I'll be here till after the New Year.
Oh, well, terrific. Well, hopefully you'll get maybe some decent weather for that part of the country, not where you're going to get down home. Hopefully you'll have some decent weather. So I would venture to guess you're probably dressing for the occasion there, Roger?
Oh, Roger, Roger. I mean, it's not too cold. Yesterday was about a freezing mark. Today it was a little bit warmer. So it's not too bad up here. So at least no snow yet. Over.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I'm trying to hold off as long as possible. I hope we don't get any time soon.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Okay, well, thank you for picking me up, Randy. I just want to pop in there and see if I was making a good trip down that way. You sounded good up here. Yeah, I got you about a 5'9" in the clear. Just a little QSB, but other than that, sounded good this way up into New York City there. Over.
Yeah, well, that's great. Like I said, I'm glad we had a chance to talk the other day to kind of get me set up for when you were going to be heading north. I'm glad we got a chance to do both. I even put a little note here on today's contact that you were running your POTA gear. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, no wonder you enjoy doing POTA. The way that system is working, hey, that's great. Yeah, you're 5'9" here. Got no problems hearing you at all, Mike. So, hey, enjoy your time up there with the family. Hope things go well. Hope you get everything for Christmas that you wanted. And we look forward to getting a chance to chat with you again when you get back home there. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Well, hopefully I'll be surprised with a Christmas gift when I get home with a new DX Commander Classic. So I'll let you know. But I won't know till after the New Year. But hey, Randy, good talking to you, and I'm definitely going to look out for the Christmas train. I think I worked one of them already. I'm not 200% sure. But I will definitely look out for the Christmas train and hop on board there, Roger?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, you probably... you may have contacted Bob. Kilo 8 Charlie, I believe, is doing a train right now. So yeah, it's a lot of fun for all of them. So hey, Mike, thanks again. Nice to hear you up there in New York, man. And again, enjoy your time. We look forward to getting a chance to chat with you when you get back home. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta. Oh, Mike up in New York for now. Portable, mobile, combination of both. You take care, Mike. Nice to hear you. K0RWB. You be clear.
Hey, Randy, you take care. Happy holidays to you and yours. 7-3, Kilo 0, Romeo, Whiskey, Bravo. This is KD2SXD, 7-3.
All right, Mike, you take care. QRZ, any other stations, please? Come with the call.
Whiskey, Bravo, 4, India, November, Echo 4, Yankee Whiskey.
Okay, the Yankee Whiskey, standby 1. The Whiskey Bravo 4 station again?
Yeah, Whiskey, Bravo 4, India, November, Zulu.
Okay, Whiskey Bravo 4, India, November, Zulu. Gerald, how are you today?
I'm just fine. Heard your conversation. I believe your handle was Randy. Is that a Roger?
Yes, sir, it is. QTH is 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. There, go ahead.
Oh, Roger that. Okay, fine business. I'm just testing out a new Delta Loop antenna that I just got up, and it seems to be doing just fine. I didn't know which direction it was going to head in, but it seems to have lobes here and there, and it's cut for 40 meters, so it works on this band, and I made some contacts on 15, believe it or not, this morning. Had to use a little tuning, but it's doing fine business. Back to you there, Randy.
Oh, well, fine business, Gerald. Yeah, well, it is doing a good job. It jumped down to about 5 and 7, and you pop right back up to about 9 to 10 over. So yeah, it's doing well. Of course, the conditions are helping us both. Of course, we've kind of left the beam alone. It's pointing in your general direction, so I don't think we need to do any more with it. But nice to hear. I think first to contact today into Georgia, just east of Atlanta. I had an old military buddy of mine that was from Conyers years ago, so we kind of get an idea of the locale anyway. We did spend some time south of you down in Valdosta years ago, Roger?
Oh, Roger that, yes. Yeah, well, I'm an old Navy man. I'm 78 here. And actually, I was a radioman on submarines in the late 60s. That was quite an adventure, too. And we got to do some strange and, I guess, very interesting things. One thing we did, well, I got temporary duty onto a boat called the USS Whale, which was designed for ice operations. So we went to the North Pole on that one, and that was quite a trip there, Randy. So anyway, we've got some radio experience here and there, but this time I'm just trying out this antenna, and I think I'm going to like this. I've never had a Delta Loop before, and I just decided now's the time to do it. I've got trees out here going to waste. So K0RWB, this WB4INZ, Randy.
Oh, that's great, Gerald. Well, yeah, congrats. So I think you mentioned submarines and radio. Do you had radio back then, or were you guys using pigeons?
Well, we only used pigeons when we couldn't get through,
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. Well, you've only got me by a couple of days. You had a head start on me, but by the way, thank you very much for your service in the Navy. And I'm sure the cold weather operations were something that most people don't have any idea of how good or how bad it was. So I'm hoping it was something special for you. It certainly sounds that way. But yeah, congrats on the Delta Loop. Seems to be working quite well, at least here in my receive today, because the band has been in really good shape the last several days. I hope it continues to be that way. So if you're making those kind of contacts now, I can certainly understand it'll get better and better for you over time there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, Randy. Yeah, we're just running barefoot here, 100 watts with the 7300 icon. And, I can describe this antennas. And, well, I got wiped out with the antennas I had early in the year with a tornado that happened to dip down, go through my backyard, wiped out several trees. But I was very fortunate. But anyway, we like to experiment around here.
pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for the first contact. At least that's what I'm showing in my log. Nice to have a chance to chat with you here on 20 meters as well. Signals like that, I have no doubt that we'll have many more QSOs to go. Again, we'll be out here later on this week for our special event there on the Christmas train 2021. Hopefully I get a chance to hear you and get a chance to work here, or some of the other stations as well. So again, congrats on the loops, working quite well. Nice to hear you down in Georgia. We seem to be hitting the eastern seaboard quite well today, so it's very encouraging. I hope the band will stay like that for many, many, many more weeks and months to come. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for taking the time and the patience to get in, and so we had a chance to chat. I look forward to the next one. And well, who knows? We'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. Yeah, thanks again, and you and yours be safe and be well. Whiskey Bravo 4, India November Zulu. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City, 7-3s.
7-3s, Randy.
All right, take care. The other station was out there a while ago. Got beat at the wire. The Yankee, I think it was a Yankee whiskey station. If you're still there, sir, come back with your call.
Roger, Kilo Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo from Kilowatt, Mexico for Yankee Whiskey. Randy, you're 5-9 plus into Cumming, Georgia. We're not too far away from your previous call. So let me turn it back to you. You're 5-9 plus. K0RWB, Kilowatt, Mexico for Yankee Whiskey.
Okay, Mike. Well, no, yeah. I believe, let's see, Cummings, that puts you kind of north and east of Atlanta, I believe there, Roger?
Roger.
Oh, well, then you've got it easy. You're up by Lake Lanier. Boy, what a terrible place. I don't know if I'd want to get on the water there. It's just awful.
Well, sometimes.
No, I mean it just the opposite. We had such great times when we lived there in the early 90s. Did not a lot of fishing, but enough to say we knew where some of them were, and what a beautiful lake, nice area there as well. So I'm not sure exactly what your distance is to the lake, but I wouldn't think it'd probably be a whole lot closer than where I was. But yeah, it was a great body of water.
Roger, Randy. Yeah, we're about 10 miles. We're only 10 miles from the lake. And the reason I was chuckling is when the water is down, it's not too good. There's a lot of dangerous islands that you got to watch out for. But when the lake is up, it's fabulous. We're running about 250 watts right now to a MFJ hamstick dipole and pointing in your direction. I might mention this. For me, it's been quite a while since I had a contact with Kansas City. The XYL and I are planning to make a trip this summer to your location for a little barbecue. Back to you, Randy. K0RWB, KM4YW.
Well, fine business. Well, there's certainly plenty of it. We're fortunate that we have a well, some people say regional, or I don't think it's world-renowned, but a regional-renowned barbecue place here in our little town called Bait City Barbecue, and we always enjoyed going there. But yeah, you get in the Kansas City area, you name the type, and the barbecue is here. I know there's some people say there's better barbecue here than yonder, and maybe that's true, but I'll certainly take what we have here and put it up against anything else. But I guess it's whatever you're used to, whatever you like. That's really what it comes down to. So, yeah, probably best to visit the area in summer, early summer, than this time of year or August. Well, actually, August would probably be not much different than what you've got there. But yeah, it's. I always tell people home is where you hang your hat. This is where ours is currently. I'm sure there's probably worse places. This seems to work for us there, Mike. Go ahead.
Roger, Randy. Yeah, indeed. But the XYL and I have enjoyed hitting the barbecue all over the place. South Carolina, North Carolina, of course, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisiana, Texas. But we haven't been to Kansas City yet, so we look forward to that. When we were in Tennessee, we weren't too far away, but we didn't get a chance to go there. So it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Like I said, it's nice to talk to Kansas City. I haven't been on the air with Kansas City in probably 15 years at least. But anyway, it's nice to make your contact today. You're doing really well, peaking 20 over S9 here. So anyway, Randy, I'm going to turn it back to you. K0RWB, KM4YW.
Well, it's very nice of you to say, and I think anytime you can make contact, no matter where. So it's always a good day for me. So because you just never know when you're going to get the next one. So, and for those that are out there now, boy, it's overwhelming. It's very overwhelming. Thank you, John, for that. You too. We got Canada stations up there as well. So. Yeah, nice to get a chance to have a chat with you today. First contact that I'm showing in our log, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's unusual how the signals are, and I appreciate the signal report. Again, you've been just about 10 over the entire time, so we certainly have a nice a pipeline between us. So hopefully we'll have a chance to have a few more, maybe yet before the year's out, and certainly in 2022. We look forward to it. And if we have signals like today, it'll be no problems whatsoever. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. You and yours have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, as they say. And we'll certainly look for you the next time we get that opportunity. So 7-3s for now. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Whiskey, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. Take care, my friend. 7-3s.
Hey, Randy, all the best to you and yours over the holiday season as well. It's been my pleasure.
Let him clear, guys. Let him clear.
Whiskey Bravo, Kilowatt Mexico 4, Yankee Whiskey clear.
Okay, thanks again, my friend. You take care. Sorry about that, guys. Just let him clear for us before we come back in again. I'll try to get all you guys I can here. K0RWB in Kansas City, K0RZ.
Charlie. Pedestrian mobile.
Okay, let me get the mobile station again real quick. Give me your call.
Kilo Alpha 3, Foxtrot, Whiskey, Quebec, pedestrian mobile.
Kilo Alpha 3, Foxtrot, Whiskey, Quebec, walking down the road talking to himself on the air. Roger?
Roger. How'd you guess that?
Because you got a picture on your page, and you're holding a peace sign in your hand there. No problems pulling you out, so it's definitely working well for you today there. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. Yeah, great signal here and great audio. You're like 20 over.
Well, I've got you right at 5 and 7 to 5 and 8, so you're doing okay there. One question, though. Does your arm get tired trying to hold up that loop?
Roger, yeah, especially if you're out for a while. It does tend to get a little bit heavy, but it's all worth it and it's all in the fun.
Well, here's what you do. You get you one of those metal backpack frames, and you can strap that with some hose clamp to the back. And if you have to, if you want to rotate the beam, you just turn your body. Maybe that will be easier for your arm.
Roger that. I could try that. I have a smaller loop that I use for 6 meters through 12 meters, and it's very light and very small. And that's something I could do with that antenna.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm glad I could help here. I'm glad you and I are able to work through this. I'm just amazed that you have that good a signal. And you're operating in that capacity. You know, again, this is the great thing about amateur radio. Boy, we're a creative bunch. And if there's a will of the way, they'll make it happen. And to try new things, different stuff, different configurations like you're doing, that's the great thing about this hobby. I tip my hat to you. Congratulations. I think it's doing a terrific job, and I'm really glad we had a chance to chat today there. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. Yes, and great contact. And, hey, thanks for picking me up. It's kind of hard to work with the guys with the big wattage out there. But, yeah, thank you for picking me up.
Well, no problem at all, Jeff. Glad to do it. Matter of fact, you want a real treat, we're actually live on YouTube. So this is being recorded. If you'd like to hear our QSO, I want you to go to my YouTube channel. It's my call sign, K0RWB, and look for the video with today's date on it. And we're about an hour 13 in, so you could fast forward that part and listen to yourself on the air. It's a great sounding station. It's a terrific signal. Anyway, give a look and a listen to see what you think there. Go ahead.
Oh, roger. Yeah, will do. I'd be very curious to hear how I sound through this, through this system. Yeah, I will definitely do that.
Yeah, your audio is really good for what you're doing and how you're doing it. The rig and the audio is really, really doing quite well. I guess the word of the day would be you're phenomenal. How's that for a word? The audio is phenomenal. It sounds really good. But anyway, not to toot my own horn here, but maybe it might be something you get a kick out of. So anyway, give a look and a listen. And by all means, leave a comment or thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you think of it. It certainly helps our analytics. But I think you'd enjoy it. I think you'd get a kick out of it. So, Jeff, thank you for standing by. Glad we got a chance to work portable. We've had a couple mobiles so far today, and now we've got somebody pedestrian mobile, I guess. I want to stay portable because you're taking it with you, however you want to think about it. But anyway, very nice to hear you this afternoon. I'm glad we got a chance to chat. And by gosh, we'll be looking for you again. That's really quite cool. Again, I tip my hat to you for how well it's working. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, my friend. Be careful crossing the street. Don't focus on the radio and forget about those stupid cars. They just soon hit you as look at you. So enjoy the rest of your day and have a great Christmas coming up. Kilo Alpha 3, Foxtrot Whiskey, Quebec. Pedestrian Mobile in Pennsylvania. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, Jeff. You take care.
Thank you for picking me up, and hey, have a great holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year's, and season's greetings from K0RWB.
All right, my friend, take care. Thanks again. I appreciate everybody else out there. You just never know about portables and mobiles, so we'll see if we can pick a few more up here this afternoon. QRZ K0RWB. Go ahead, guys.
Whiskey 4, Charlie Foxtrot Hotel.
Whiskey 4, Charlie Foxtrot Hotel. Another great signal. Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. I was scrolling through the radio, heard you. We got a chance to talk a little while back and saw you again, so I figured I'd reach on out since conditions are working pretty well.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate the last couple of days. The band has been really good shape, and I don't know what to say. It's been really phenomenal. I think maybe it was probably overdue. We've had quite a spell of some really substandard conditions, so I think it's time that we've got some good ones now there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, that's for sure. And, I've been trying to do some stuff on 40 lately. It hasn't been cooperating, and it just opened up, it seems like a week or so ago. And I'm playing with my new DX10. Last time we spoke, I had an ICOM 7300, and I'm looking at my signal on your display on the live stream, and it's just loving this radio. It has opened up a whole different world, especially being connected up to the 24-inch monitor directly with a DVI out. Over.
Yeah, that would certainly do it. So, do you still have the 7300, or did that one go for a walk?
Yeah, the 7300 went to a friend of mine. He was actually looking for one, so we were able to strike up a deal, and I could throw in a couple of bucks here and there and pick this up while it was on sale. HRO had them for $13.99.
Yeah, that's great. And you still have the 991A, if I believe, right?
Oh, absolutely. Have the 991A, and I use that for my UHF, VHF mostly. It's been portable, too. I've actually used it at a little house we rented for a weekend and threw an end-fed up in a tree and got contacts all over the place on 100 watts on the wire. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, and it took me a while to think about it, but I do remember you talking before that you had the 7300 at that time and a 991A, which paired together real well. So I will say, hey, glad to hear it on the 10. I think as time goes on, you'll really see what the radio can do. At least it's worked out that way for me, and yeah, be able to put the display up on a monitor is really a nice feature. I wish. If the 7300 did that, it'd be a game changer for that one as well. Maybe they'll call it the 7310. Who knows? I don't want to give them any ideas, but yeah, we're certainly happy with ours here. They've served us quite well, and really they would have a hard time going with another radio there. Roger?
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I was getting really good audio reports when I was using the 991 on HF, and then so I was really wanting to add another Yaesu HF rig in, and I was glad I was able to get this one and get the audio adjusted, and just loving it. Well, listen, it's good chatting with you. I know you got a lot of people out there trying to reach out to you, so I'll go ahead and say Merry Christmas and 7-3, and it was nice talking to you again. So I will be clear on your final.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, I'm glad you got a chance to get in there today. I didn't realize we'd have this much activity. I mean, I really do appreciate it, and we'll do our best to get as many as we can with the time that we have allowed for us. But always nice to get first contacts and repeats like yourself. Again, congrats on the radio. I think you're really, really going to like it as time goes on. I like mine every time I turn it on. It really, really has impressed me. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day. Nice to hear you again. Have a great Christmas coming up. And we're going to be doing a little Christmas event, as I was saying earlier. So if you're out and about and you happen to hear myself or some of the other special event operators on the Christmas Train 2021, give them a call. Who knows? You might be the only contact we have. I hope the band don't drop, but it's you just never can tell. Hey, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Appreciate it. Nice to hear you. Hope things are going well for you down there as well. Whiskey 4 Charlie Foxtrot Hotel, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s.
Whiskey Zulu 8 Oscar. DGA.
Well, it's getting louder and louder. Let's see if we can reach back and catch him again. Whiskey Zulu 8 Oscar. Gosh, what a great signal.
Roger on that. Back to you. This is Dan, Delta Alpha November, and we're located in the state of West Virginia. Go ahead.
Well, nice to hear West Virginia, Dan. First one today in the West Virginia. Nice signal as well. Really, really coming in here. And I actually had a contact not too far from you down in, Parkersburg. I think either yesterday or day before down in Parkersburg. I know where you're at. The YL is from Morgantown. I'm sure you're familiar with that as well. So kind of nice we're getting in kind of the same region of West Virginia there. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're just about 25 miles south of Morgantown. In fact, my wife and I put in our careers. We were public school employees. We were teachers for 32 years in Mon County, which is where Morgantown is located, and she was right there in town as I was myself. But we're retired now, and we're back here on the family farm, and I help my brother out in his business, and she's getting to relax and do what she wants. But you're sounding good. I don't have the computer up and running. Where are you located at? Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem, Dan. The QTH here, we're basically 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. We're off just north of the I-70 corridor, just a little tiny town. If I said it, you'd scratch your head and say, what? So it's probably just easier to give you a roundabout. We can be into downtown Kansas City in about 30 minutes. So it's nice to be able to get into town and get the heck out of town. We do like our part here in the country. So that gives you a pretty good idea. If I look at the logger here, it's showing between us straight line about 750 miles. So not too bad here on 20 meters. Go ahead.
Roger on that. I got the beam turned around there on you a little better. We went right through there. In 2012, we went out to Yellowstone, and we went out 70. We actually went 64 to St. Louis, 70 to Kansas City, jumped on 29 north, got up in South Dakota, and ran 90 across. But yes, I can understand why you'd want to be out of town. Same with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly right. By the way, 30 over, and that's no preamp. So good little pipeline between us. All of them signals. A little bit of variation earlier with our friend Mark out in Colorado, but boy, the rest of you guys on the, I'm going to say Eastern Seaboard, we're a little bit closer, which is encouraging. The band is a little bit open, a little bit shorter, so to speak. So yeah, we've kind of run that same route that you're talking about, and we spent some time out there as well. We spent many years in Colorado Springs. We're living out there for a while, and we've taken 70 across, and then moving back here to go to the same places you're talking about. We kind of ran that same route. So yeah, it's nice to get into town, but it's really nice to get out of town. That's kind of what we prefer, and you can get a chance to stretch your legs out here and not worry about bumping into a neighbor. That's kind of how we like it there. Go ahead.
Roger on that. Yeah. Well, I was listening to you guys. I heard what you're running. Good sound radio. You're 20 over, solid 20 over. Sounding very good. I'm just about dead on you. I'm running an FTDX 101D, and we're running into an amplifier. But the thing I've really enjoyed, I put up here about a month and a half ago an 11-3 Opti beam, and I've been very, very happy with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard some really great things about the antenna. I've talked to several people that run in the antenna, and they all like them. You know, it's a great thing about the ham radio community. But there's just, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do, or what bands, what kind of equipment you want to run, and still be very successful. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money, and you can make contacts. And that's really kind of the name of the game. So hey, congrats on that. Yeah, it sounds great. You've been pretty solid, 20 to 30 over here the entire time. So it's a free phone call. You just don't know who's on the other end, but it'd be kind of hard to get around you with that signal the way it is, Dan. But no, congrats on that. We definitely had some good propagation between us. So, well, I appreciate it very much, and thank you for hanging in there. I don't know how long you're waiting to get through, but we do appreciate everybody taking the time to do that. And again, we try to be very respectful of everybody's time and give everybody a chance to say what they'd like and have a nice conversation. So I did look here in the log. I didn't see a contact between us. Hopefully my log is up to date. So if not, well, thank you for the first one. And with signal right there, I don't know how we're not going to be able to have any in the future. So but nice to hear you out of West Virginia. Like I said, the first one today. Always nice to get in there. Later on, I'll let the YL know that I got a chance to talk with another operator in West Virginia. She always gets a kick out of it. So, Dan, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great Christmas coming up, and New Year's as well. And hopefully we'll have a couple of more contacts before the end of the year. If not, I'm sure for 2022. So you and yours be safe, be well, and you take care. Whiskey Zulu 8 Oscar, what a great call. The K0RWB Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, my friend. You take care. 7-3s.
Okay, 7-3s. K0RWB, WZ80. Back to you. Same with you. Wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. 73s.
Okay, sounds great. You take care. This is K0RWB Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City, K0RZ. Anybody else, please?
Kilo 3, Sierra Delta Lima.
Whiskey 3, Sierra Delta Lima. Good afternoon. Boy, what another nice signal.
Tango, Kilo 3, Sierra Delta Lima.
Oh, you see, that's what happens when I type too fast. And it didn't pop up anyway, so sorry about that, Dan. Let's try it again. I'm just clapping and saying, oh man, I'm so grateful the band is in good shape. When they have a West Virginia station that's 30 over the entire time, you know things are going to be good. It's a little early for me, generally speaking, to the west side of me, the West Coast. But gosh, you guys up and down the eastern seaboard and a little farther in, the last couple of days have great signals, and nice to get a chance to have some QSOs when the band is good, Dan, there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You're sounding awesome out here. And you're 20 plus here into Maryland. And we're not too far from West Virginia. We're right here at the Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia and Maryland and Virginia, where they come together. And but anyway, I put up a new hex beam here the last few days, and is it sounding okay back to you?
Well, I the best I could tell you is if it's a 20 over signal, I guess that's okay. I'm not sure if you want more than that. Maybe I could put some preamp on for you, but no, you're doing good. And I think it's really easy to get those good reports out of a hex beam. At least my experience, everything changed in my shack once I had mine up in the air, and just haven't looked back. It's just gotten better and better over time. And January will be 10 years for mine. It's worked out well. And this is our third contact. I thought the call was familiar. Of course, we've worked 40, so now we get a new band here on 20, so that works out great there, Roger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can use my hex beam on 20 here. I can't use it on 40, so I'm glad you're down here. But, I'm usually using the end-fed, but it does pretty well as well. But not as good as the hex here for sure. Well, Randy, I'm not going to tie you up because I know you're busy. There's a lot of callers out there, and I heard you, and I thought I'd wish you a Merry Christmas, and thanks for coming back to me. Enjoy, and 7-3 to you, okay?
No, I appreciate it very much, Dan, and thank you for taking the time to do that. I hope that you and yours have a great Christmas and the New Year's coming up. They say 2022 has got to be better than 2021, so Let's hope that's the case anyway. Of course, you know, what a great social distance hobby, amateur radio, so not a problem. Anyway, we do appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon there. Nice to hear you. Hey, congrats on the hex beam. Really happy for you, and you're gonna be the big boy in the block there. I can't remember what you said before about how far you are from Harper's Ferry, but I don't think it's terribly far. We had some friends that we knew years and years and years ago that were in the area. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging in there with us. I'm glad we got a chance to chat, and certainly look forward to the next one. We need one more. You know how that works, right? We got 2. This is number 3. 4 contacts in my log, you become a regular, so you get all the perks and benefits of being a regular. We're going to throw a confetti party in your name, so we look forward to the next one, Dan. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. Kilo 5 Sierra Delta Lima, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, Dan. You take care.
Okay then, Randy. You take care too. Kilo 3 Sierra Delta Lima. We're only about 5 or 6 miles downriver on the Potomac River from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, the old Civil War town. So right here along the railroad. And
yeah, stand by, guys. Let him clear.
We'll talk to you again, Randy. This is K0RWB 73.
Okay, Dan. And yeah, I heard the playback, or somebody was doing the playback. I heard that. So anyway, yeah, no problem at all. Take care, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon. We'll go ahead and clear. Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. QRZ. Anybody else? Come on back, please.
Whiskey 4 Tango Sierra Hotel.
Now, how could I pass that up? How could I pass up Bobby 2 days in a row? Man, am I blessed or what?
Is this Santa Claus net where I can order my Christmas present over?
No, that was a week ago. You've missed the cutoff.
Good Lord. Always late there, Randy. Sound good, buddy. I won't hold you in there. There's a bunch of stations. I heard them. Been hearing them every time. You got quite a pile up there. Carry on, and I'll let somebody else have it. Sounding good, my friend. W4 TSH. See you later.
Well, I don't know about you, but the old setting around here was $1 a day late and $1 short. So if you'd have come to me a week ago, we could have put the request in for you. I'm not saying anything would have happened. And I do have a few comments on the chat about the headwear, the headgear. Wasn't my idea. I'm just trying to make sure we keep certain people happy in the house. If you know what I mean. I will say this: it does keep your head warm, though. So we'll see how that works the next couple of days. Hey, thank you, Bobby, for taking the time. I hope you didn't have to wait very long. So. Next year, look out. We're going to get you on board here next year. Watch out, my friend. Good to hear again, Bobby. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Whiskey 4 Tango Sierra Hotel K0RWB. You be good. Okay, QRZ. Any other stations? Come with the call, please.
Kilowatt 9
Uniform.
Kilowatt 9 Uniform November Yankee. Is that John?
That is John. Randy, I'm in Stanford, Florida. Probably the last time we talked, I may have been in Arkansas, but we moved. Got a lovely signal, 5.9 plus here in Florida. Over.
Well, thank you, John, and hey, thanks for hanging in there. Boy, I didn't anticipate this kind of pileup. Hey, thank you, Mark. I see you out there. Yeah, it's another great day. I'm really surprised. 2 days in a row. The bands are really great. Great signals, some great operators. Everybody's had some good information and great stories to share, which always makes it fun here on the radio. And gosh, that's a great thing about the hobby. That keeps me coming back, John. So yeah, you sound good as well. You're 5.9 plus here in the my receive. Again, we're just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. So not a huge distance between us, a little over 1,000 miles. But 20 is open and it's working quite well today, there, Roger.
Yeah, okay. Well, believe it or not, I haven't been on 20 for, I don't know, even sideband. I've been doing FT8. The band has not been in great shape, and I screwed up. I put solar panels on the roof of the house. Works great. I'm saving, well, in 6 months I've saved $340 in electric bill. However, each one of them has a little switching transformer on it, and it generates noise. So sometimes 20 meters has a lot of noise on. There are certain increments of the band that's clear, but every so often But you're in a clear spot, lovely signal, and I really hasn't been waiting that long. I was on FT8. I thought I'd see if 20 was alive. Heard you in there, and I don't know, probably waited 5-10 minutes. But it's always worth it to call you. Went on a cruise last week. We spent 7 days cruising the Caribbean, and it was great. We had 1.5 hours of rain, and that was it. Over.
Wow. Hey, congrats. Good for you. I've had several friends in the area that have taken cruises here in the last several weeks, and they told me what a great time it was. The little precautions are in place and what have you, all the safety measures, and I think that's great. They've had a great time. You don't usually have the most terrific weather in my part of the country this time of year, but they certainly enjoyed their time down there as well, John. And fine business on the FT8. I know a lot of people that are using that as well and having a great time with it. I think it's something that's kind of unusual, and a friend of mine told me it's very addictive. You just kind of have a hard time getting away from it, but good for you. And again, we're not trying to make anybody wait longer than possible. We're just trying to pull the calls the best we can. I never did say we were good at pile-ups or those kind of things. We're just trying to work them the best we can, John. And I appreciate the people hanging out there or hanging in or whatever you want to call it. And we'll just take them as they come. But you had a great signal. I had no problems hearing you above some of the noise there. And I'm glad to see you had a good trip. And hopefully you've got some decent weather down there in Stanford there, Roger.
Yeah, okay, Randy. Weather's not great today, but normally it is. One thing, if you want to do any cruising right now, the ship we were on normally holds 5,000 people. There was a little over 700. So we had basically the ship to ourselves, and you're not bumping into anybody. So that was great. Well, I know you're running a hex beam. I had one when I was in Arkansas. When I moved to Florida, they have so many restrictions. I'm actually using a 24-foot off-center fed vertical, which I don't have any radials with the off-center fed because the lots are so close together I couldn't put a lot of radials in. Had a little problem with the antenna. I modified it from what it came with. I put a Grinelli 1-to-1 current balun on and took all the little junk off, and it seems to work quite well right now. So anyway, won't hold you, Randy. Great talking to you. I know what the weather's like. I was out in South Dakota for a number of years. I put 20 years in the Army, and I was originally from Wisconsin. I just don't like the snow anymore. Randy, you take care. Great talking to you. Have a Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas to you. We'll look forward to talking to you down the band. K0RWB, K9UNY. 73 is all the best. God bless you and your family.
Well, thank you very much, John. And I appreciate it. Very nice sentiments. Again, I hope that you guys have a great Christmas and a good year's coming up. It sounds great. Congrats on getting the equipment to work the best as it can. It sounds really good in my receive, and I must say as well, the audio is it really has a nice little punch to it. So I don't think you'll have any trouble making any contacts. At least it's working here in my part of the world for sure. So what do they say? Cheers and beers, John. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great what's left of the week as well, and we certainly look forward to the next time that we get a chance to chat. We'll say 7-3 to now, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Kilo 9 Uniform November Yankee, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, John. You have a great day.
73, Randy.
Okay, take care. Alpha Alpha 1 Indy Alpha. Mark, are you still there?
Yeah, AA1IA. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mark. Nice to hear you. Thanks for the update, or the heads up, I guess I should say. I wasn't quite sure if you'd be around or not. Florida has been kind of up and down. John had a really great signal, but, like usual, you're down in the dump there, man. You need to get that antenna fixed.
Yeah, I got I'm on the new antenna now. I think it's just conditions, man. You're bombing in 5.9 plus, little QSB, no biggie, man. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you, sincerely and heartfelt, and because you're the man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe in your world. No, it's okay. No, you're doing okay. Your signal's about what it usually is. Not a problem. What I do is I take one of those radios and throw it out there in the water and bump that signal, no doubt. Or maybe just go ahead and stand out there with the radio and get your feet wet there, brother, and get some propagation going in your direction. So, yeah, it's really nice that the band is okay the last couple of days, and 20 is, well, the other bands have too, but 20's really been on fire. Really enjoy getting a chance to talk with as many operators out there as we can, and the last couple of days have been really, really good. I'm hoping it stays that way at least through Sunday. I hope we have good conditions and good propagation. But yeah, nice to hear you again, Mark, as usual. And I know you like the hit and run, so to speak. So it won't be long, and you'll be moving on to the next operator there, Roger.
Well, I enjoy listening to you. I enjoy seeing all the signals, visually with your playback. And it works out good because I can judge who I'm hearing. I can judge where they're coming from. And, it's got nothing else better to do, brother. Anyways, getting ready to cook dinner here. 73s to you, man. Best of holiday season. I'm going to bow out quick. I can't wait to hear. I don't know if I sound any different or something, but I totally redid the audio on this silly microphone and can't wait to hear it. So 73s to you, man. Have a great day. We'll put a big Merry Christmas to you and your family. K0RWB. I'm sorry, what did I say? K0RWB from AA1IA. 73, Randy.
Yeah, you had me worried for a second, Mark, but I was gonna fix it. So, hey, no problem. Yeah, no, the audio sounds good. It sounds good. I can tell it's got a little bit more bass to it, a little bit lower in. Hopefully that's what you're shooting for, but I think you got a pretty low voice anyway. So, hey, no worries. I'll do it again. Cheers and beers. I should have thrown that in there earlier, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, we'll talk real soon. Yeah, hopefully before Christmas or Christmas Eve. If not, I have a great one. I have a feeling we'll talk again. Always enjoy our time when we get a chance to chat. So take care, my friend. Glad we got a chance to get in here this afternoon. So hope things are going well for you down in Florida. Take care. Alpha 1 India Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. 73s, Mark.
Yep, 73s. I'm quickly on the audio. I didn't add any bass. I just brought down the treble.
Yeah, stand by one.
73. Have a nice day.
All right, Mark. Take care. 73s. The Kilo Bravo 3 station again.
Kilo Bravo 3, Victor Tango Yankee.
Okay, Kilo Bravo 3, Victor Tango Yankee. Mark, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Just sitting here in my shack, listening to you all afternoon here. It's been wonderful.
Oh, did you lose a bet or something? You had to listen to me? I feel sorry for you.
Oh, no, I'm out here messing around with my HT, my satellite equipment, so I just thought I'd turn the radio on and listen, and I've been listening to you for about an hour.
Well, thank you, I guess. I hope it's something that's worthwhile. Again, we're just having a great time with it, and again, this is never really about me. It's about you guys out there, because without people stopping in to say hi, or people that are checking in on a live stream, this wouldn't work. So I'm very appreciative of that. And I will say this: we had a lot of fun when we listened to this later on the playback. So we're always able to pick something out, and we've been very fortunate today that we can count just about every single signal has been 5.9 plus today. And that doesn't happen too often here in my part of the world. So these are days that you wish would happen all the time. They don't. So when they do, Mark, we really try to take advantage of it there, Roger.
Roger, you're coming in and out now, but you've been booming in here all afternoon. We're just using a Yaesu 857D and a Hustler antenna here. We have it pretty much on the ground, so we must be doing something good.
Oh, no, it's doing great. Yeah, it's doing great. Yeah, the band is moving around a little bit. That should be expected. 5.7 to 5.8, sometimes 5 and 9. Know the radio, had one myself. I love the multi-band that it does. It's a terrific radio and always has good audio right out of the box. It always worked that well for me. And yeah, the antenna's doing its job as well. We're 1,015 miles apart by a straight line, so I think it's working quite well for both of us there, Roger.
Roger. Thanks for the comeback. I'm not going to hold you up. I know there's probably other guys out there who'd love to say hello, and so I'll say 73 and be on the side here.
Yeah, no problem at all, Mark. Well, I appreciate it, and thanks for giving us a call, and hopefully getting some enjoyment out of the live stream. Again, we really do enjoy it. Not so much for me, but for others. So hopefully other people get something out of it. It's kind of like listening to an SDR, but you can actually see other things that go along with it. So that's kind of a neat deal. On the live stream, everybody's 10 over. That's the kind of cool thing about it. So anyway, hey, thank you, Mark, for hanging in there. I'm glad we got a chance to chat, no matter how brief. Nice to hear Lakeland, Florida, what's showing up here on the page anyway. I can't remember a contact in that area. Been through there many times, so. Nice to know that Florida is alive and well. You guys have been doing quite well this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, Mark. Thank you so much. And listen for us again, of course. We'd love to get as many people on the channel here as we can. So you take care and have a great Christmas and a New Year's coming up. Kilo Bravo 3, Victor Tango, Yankee, Kilowatt 0 Radio, Whiskey Bravo. 730s, Mark.
Kilo Alpha 9, Whiskey Papa Golf, listening. Kilo Charlie.
Kilo 3, Delta.
The Kilo Alpha station, would you try it again, please?
Yeah, Randy, Kilo Alpha 9, Whiskey Papa Golf, calling from the Villages, Florida. I'll copy over.
Yeah, okay. Just hang on a second. The Whiskey 7 station, just stand by one, and I'll get back to you, I promise. The Kilo Alpha, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the rest of the call with a couple other stations, so give it to me again. Down in the Villages.
Yeah, roger that. Kilo Alpha 9, Whiskey Papa Golf. Randy, good afternoon. I'm watching your live stream and have become a recent fan. I've seen this use of the internet on a few operators worldwide, and I find it very interesting. My name is Greg, and again, I'm in the Villages. You're 5'9" into the Villages this afternoon, and I'm operating an old Kenwood TS430 Sugar into a 23-foot flagpole vertical antenna with no radials. It has a 4x8 aluminum counterpoise at the bottom, and I just recently got back into the hobby after a 25-year hiatus. Over.
Hey, well, congratulations and welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. And you know what? I will say this. We've had many contacts over the years into Florida and never into Villages. They're very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, good signal. 5'9". I mean, it's dead steady. That needle is not moving. So, yeah, we've got some great propagation. Well, it's again, I said this earlier. It's really great to put these two mediums together. I didn't know this was possible either, and got exposed to it just about this time of year last year with who now is my friend, Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform. He's down in Cutler Bay, so he's kind of east and south of you. He did this, and I was like, wow, that is really cool. And a couple of emails became a couple of text messages to a couple of phone calls, and so here we are. So we certainly had a lot of help getting to where we're at today. And again, I certainly enjoy it. I enjoy going back and listening to all the QSOs out there. After the fact, we still do that today. We certainly do enjoy it, and I hope others are as well. And it's just something a little bit different to the hobby. I like it because you actually get a chance to hear yourself on the air, which we don't get that opportunity very often. I just think that's kind of a cool thing. Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, roger that, Randy. When you spoke to John in Sanford, Florida, it sounded like he just got back from a cruise. Well, so did I. But yesterday I came down with a bad cold. Hopefully it's not the virus, but it hasn't been fun, so my voice is a little deeper than it normally is. Over.
Well, if you hadn't told me, I would have never guessed. That's the thing. In most cases, you might have a contact first time, maybe a couple contacts over a certain time frame, and maybe not know what the person actually really sounds like. And as time goes on and more conversations, you get that. But Actually, it sounds really good in my receive. Yeah, I hope it's something just simple, maybe a change in weather or something. We don't want to see anything get worse than that. But interesting enough, I didn't know what stipulations they had in the villages, what you're able to do or not do. I don't know if it works like some of the HROs or the HMOs or HOIAs that we hear in Florida. So if you give me a chance, or if you get a chance to give me an idea kind of what the process is for the villages.
Yeah, roger that. No antennas are allowed, so we have to do flagpole, verticals, and I was a little hesitant at first, and I attempted to order one from Gray Line, and that guy is a crook, and hopefully he's out of business. He took my money along with other folks' money and ran, and I ended up filing a complaint with my bank, and I got the money back. A dispute, I guess, a dispute claim, whatever, and I did get my money back. So I ended up building it myself, and actually it's a better setup. It works better. I get good reports, and I think I'm happier with it overall. And by the way, Alex, I've talked to Alex down in Cutler Bay. I'm familiar with his YouTube channel as well. And yes, he does a nice job with that. It's fun to talk to him. Over.
Yeah, he's done a terrific job. Interesting enough, I think he just did I think it was a video yesterday. He has just gone over 5,000 subscribers. He said this time a year ago he had maybe about 1,000 or so. Maybe it might have been less than that. So he's very active in the hobby. He's done a lot for the Red Cross Net. I know you've done it on several occasions. So he did the kind of the special event or special awareness to where we're at today, and we're very fortunate that we also have him coming up later in the week. He's going to be one of my virtual train conductors for our Christmas Train 2021 coming up, and it's going to be interesting to see how that works. He's got such a big signal and a lot of stations out there. I'd be curious to see how he does. But yeah, we're very fortunate to have him, and it's nice to be able to call him a friend as well. There, Roger.
Yeah, roger that, Randy. K0RWB, Kilo Alpha 9 Whiskey Papa Golf in the Villages. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm glad you're up and running, and looks good from what I can see here. And I am barefoot, by the way. I just wanted to know if you're running any power. Over.
Yeah, we got a little bit going on here, and I don't do it very often. But when we're doing the live stream, I usually do. I hate to call CQ. I have a live stream on YouTube and nobody answers you, so we put a little power. We've got two locations here at the house. This is Studio B. The other one is Studio A upstairs that is next to the wife's home office. We didn't want to bother her this afternoon, so we came down to this location. We use the same radios in both spots, Greg, Yaesu FTDX10. Of course, we're tied into the same antennas at both locations. We're using, we've got the Heil PR781 down here today. You usually run a Pro Elite headset. The amplifier here is an old solid-state 10-tech Hercules 2, which is doing around 500 on peaks. In Studio A, we run an ACOM 1000, which will do about 1,200, but we try to keep it around 7. So nothing real fancy, nothing special, but it works out pretty well for us, sir, Roger?
Yeah, roger that. Band conditions just dropped off a bit. Hopefully you can still copy me. Yeah, my antenna works pretty well, except it will not tune up on 80. It's probably too short. I don't know if adding radials would help. I'm contemplating trying that to see if I can tune up on 80. I've been told they won't help. It may be too short in length, which is probably true. So I don't know. I may give it a whirl. Over.
Yeah, I mean, experimentation will certainly will give you an indication if it's going to make a difference or not by giving it a go. You know, start with a single radio, do a half wave, and even if you've got to turn it into an L configuration to keep it on the property or something, certainly wouldn't hurt to give it a try. Use a gator clip on the end, clip it at the bottom, and go for it and see what happens. The reason I mention that is I do something like that when I go portable. I use an MP1 by Super Antenna. It's basically a manual screwdriver. And we use anywhere from 6 to 10 ground radios that are cut for each band, and it always seems to make a difference for us in that configuration. So it might be something to take a look at and see if it might make a difference for you.
Yeah, roger that. The SWR on 80 is just too high. And I have the MFJ 994 BRT tuner that's good for 600 watts, but I've been told the high-end MFJ tuner might tune up 80. I don't know what the difference would be, but I've been told that. So I'm hoping maybe if I add radios, the impedance in SWR will drop and it might tune. But time will tell. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I know there's a lot of guys who want to talk to you, and hopefully my signal's been good through the whole QSO. And it's been a pleasure. Randy, take care in Missouri. K0RWB, Kilo Alpha 9 Whiskey Papa Golf.
Well, the pleasure is mine, Greg. And yeah, thanks for giving us a call there. Glad we got a chance to chat this afternoon. Again, I said it before, I don't like to work people. I'm not working. I'm having fun on radio. So I call it conversations and chatting. So that's kind of what we're doing. That's how I want my channel to be anyway, just to have a conversation and maybe share a story or some experience on something that's related with ham radio. That's kind of how we approach this, and hopefully others kind of like that format. If not, it is what it is. So, hey, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Yeah, you're doing okay. We dipped down 5.7, you're right back up to 5 and 9. So it's doing okay. Hopefully you get the antenna issue for 80 squared away for you. You know what they say, there's a will, there's a way. We're a very creative bunch, so I have no doubt that you'll figure something else that'll work for you. So by all means, feel free to come back anytime. Love to get a chance to chat with you again. Thanks for taking a look there on the channel, and hopefully we'll have a chance again real soon. Hopefully before the Christmas season is over. If not, I know we'll talk in 2022. So we'll say 7-3 for now, Greg. We've got just a couple more minutes, and we've got to shut down with the time we've got allowed. So we're going to get a couple more and go on from there. So nice to hear you from the villages down in Florida. Very, very cool to get in there. And thanks for sharing the info about what you can and can't do in the villages. Maybe somebody else could use that information in the future. Enjoy the rest of your day and the great week, what's left. Kilo Alpha 9, Whiskey Papa Golf, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Greg. Take care of 7-3s.
7-3.
Kilo Charlie 2, Quebec Lima Juliet.
Okay, I've got time for 2 more calls. I've got to get one out. We've had one holding in New York that's been waiting around real quick, and then I've got to get one out in Idaho real quick as well. Armando, are you there? Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Sierra.
Yeah, thanks for picking me out there, Randy. Good to hear you. You sound great. I was watching your live stream and listening to all the other amateur radio operators. They all sound great. Looks like you have nice propagation pretty much everywhere today, Randy. Over.
Yeah, it's been really good, Armando, and thanks for hanging in there for us. Appreciate it. A lot more stations than we ever had anticipated. So. Yeah, Todd needs more quarters. Go figure. Yeah, it's been really a lot of fun yesterday and today. I'd have to kind of think they're both about the same. The only difference with yesterday, we didn't really have any signals that dropped down. We've had a couple today, but still very readable and able to copy. And we had a contact over in Denver, Colorado, which is really early for me anyhow. And then I hear Dave up in Idaho. Who's sitting there on the chat can hear us as well. So really interesting to see how the propagation has worked out. So I have no problems copying you either. You sound really good here in the receive. I'm sure you got the beam pointed this direction. And it's been quite a while since we've had a chance to chat. So it's nice to hear you again today, Derek. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, nice to hear you again, Randy. You sound terrific. You're 5.9 plus 20 into New York. So definitely a beautiful propagation this evening. Anyway, great to catch you again. Like I said, everybody's sounding great on the air here, at least on my location. And I have the beam pointing right at you. So, but anyway, I'll let you go. I know you need to run and you need to pick up another station or two. So, hey, thanks for picking me out there from your pileup. Kilowatt 0, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Kilowatt Charlie 2, Echo Sierra.
Well, the pleasure is all mine, Armando. And I will tell you real quick, we're going to be part of a special event. Starting on Thursday through Sunday, we're going to be doing the Christmas Train 2021. Myself and a few other operators are going to have the virtual train at different locations around the country. So if you get a chance and you're out and about on the airways and you hear one of our stations out there, give them a call back. I'd love to get a chance to get you in the log. If you're interested, we do have a card that if you'd like, we've got that as well. So, it's kind of the Christmas time, and people are with family and so forth. But if you have a minute or two and you want to flip on the radio and you happen to hear us, give us a call. You could be the only contact we had that day. But anyway, nice to hear you out there this afternoon. I know it's been a while since we talked, and we certainly look forward to the next time. 20 over signal here as well. And thanks for checking us out on the live stream. That's pretty cool. We appreciate it very much. Hey, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Nice to hear you from Mount Cisco up in New York, not too far from the Hudson River. And you and yours, be safe, be well. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I know we'll talk again soon. Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3.
7-3, have fun, take care. Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra, now clear.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry about that. All right, Dave, I'm going to give you a whirl here, only because of location, and I may have to rotate the beam around to make sure we work here. Kilo Mike 6, Yankee Sierra Sierra. All right, Dave, you're on the clock.
W7 Hotel United.
All right, Dave, give it a second here. I'm going to try to come around your direction and see if I can pull you out a little bit. Good afternoon, Alex. I heard you as well. All right, Dave, give it again. Give it another go again to see if I can pull you out a little better.
Randy, this is Kilo Mike 6 Yankee. Copy.
Yeah, we got you a little bit better that time, David. Nice to hear you from Coldwall, Idaho. So how are things up in that part of the country? Probably 80 degrees and sunny.
Oh, yeah, like always. It's around 32 degrees right now. It's cloudy, actually. But what part of the country are you in?
We're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. We like to say the right side on the Missouri side. And second contact for us. It's been a while. Looks like March the 24th, right here on 20. So, hey, thanks for giving us a heads up there on the chat. And when they get a chance to get you, we've only had one other contact to the western side of the U.S. We had one in Colorado earlier, so nice to hear you up in Idaho there. Go ahead.
Roger that. Yeah, you're doing 5.9 here very easily. Now you can turn the beam a little bit more, but yeah, 5.9, good strong signal, great audio. And I'm also recording it. I don't live YouTube, but I record it and post later. So your call sign later on YouTube. Over.
Yeah, no problem at all, Dave. That's the kind of cool thing. I mean, there's so many different ways that we can add things to amateur radio. This is certainly one of them that we enjoy. And the big hitter on the block, of course, is Alex. Everybody knows who Alex is. Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, Cutler Bay, Florida. Everybody knows who he is. He's the big boy on the block. He's the one that got all this kind of stuff started. So everybody else is just trying to play catch up with him. But yeah, it's a great way of doing things. It's a great way to record, especially if people are willing to share information on certain products, or they've done an antenna build and this worked or that didn't work and so forth. You can always reference that later on. And there's so much information that a person can acquire from YouTube. Maybe somebody can get something out of this as well there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I also got started doing this through Alex's channel as well. The first time I ever heard myself on the other end was talking to Alex. Over.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can say that. And I was the same way for me. Just about a year ago this time, actually, I stumbled across this guy calling CQ out of Florida, and lo and behold, it ended up being Alex. So he's got a very unique story, many stories, I guess I should say, and he's been very gracious with his time and has always been willing to help people whenever asked. So that's pretty tough to see in today's world, so you got to tip the hat to people like that there, Roger.
Hey, Randy, I know that Alex is also calling you on the other side, so I'll jump off and let the big wigs, the big kids on the block play. And again, thanks for picking me up, my friend. Appreciate it. 73.
Yeah, thank you, David. I appreciate it very much. And again, you found the back door. You know how to get in there. So by all means, use it again if you need to. I'm glad we got a chance to chat. It's been a few months, of course. We don't get into Idaho too often, so nice to have a chance this afternoon. Seems like it might be a little early for me But hey, we made the contact. You're about 5 and 7 the entire time, so that's not terribly bad. So, hey, have a great Christmas. A good New Year's coming up. Look forward to our next contact, either before the end of the year, certainly in 2022. So, you and yours be safe, be well, enjoy what's left of the week. Kilo Mike 6, Yankee Sierra Sierra in Idaho. This is a Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, David. Have a great day. Let's see if, all right, let's see if Alex is in there real quick. Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform. Alex, are you still there? Okay, I didn't hear Alex. Was there a Whiskey 7 station? Did I hear a Whiskey 7? Try it again. Okay, we're a little bit past the hour, but I'm going to take one more call because we had to go out toward the west. So we'll see what we can do. We are a little bit over on time, but the band has been in too good a condition to walk away. But I'll get a tap on the shoulder. We won't have much of a choice at that time. So unfortunately, I'll do the best I can and pull the call, but we're going to take one more. QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 2, Quebec Lima Juliet.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 2. Was it Quebec Charlie Juliet?
Quebec Lima Juliet.
Okay, I think I'm going to get it here. The logger got a little slow. Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Lima Juliet. Did I get that right?
Kilo Charlie 2, Quebec Lima Juliet.
Yeah, I wish I could type better, or I can't put two together here. So, well, if I did it right this time, it's Brent, correct?
You got it, Randy.
Well, it wasn't a third time, but it was close enough. Well, hey, what a way to end the day. You're the last one of the day, so congrats.
Well, I'm glad I made it in. I've been sitting here listening for a while, just doing some stuff and listening, and I was watching along on your channel there for a little bit. That's definitely interesting, and big kudos to Alex for helping you get that up and running. And boy, I tell you what, Randy, conditions are definitely working because I've been sitting here watching the meter and watching the scope and stuff up on the computer screen as I've been doing some work here in the office. And you're doing a fine job out east here, my friend. You're like a solid 20, peaking 30 over, no problem. So you're definitely working today. And as you said, you know, the last couple of days, conditions have been great. And I'm hoping all the best for you that they hang in there for your special event thing through the weekend. So hopefully it hangs around for a little while.
Yeah, I do too. And thank you very much for the flowers. Yeah, we've been really fortunate. We've had some really good reports, and not just mine, but most signals as well. We've only had a couple that have kind of dropped down a little bit. And I don't know if it's just little pockets here and there or what, but by and large, everybody's had some really, really good signals into my receive. I had one yesterday, I swear it was 40 over out of Detroit, Michigan. We've had a couple today that were 30. One out of Georgia was a good solid 30 over, and that's no preamp or anything. So it's a tribute to the band and the equipment. So I'm hoping it'll continue. Yeah, we're really hoping that we've got good propagation through at least Sunday, because that's when we're going to do the event, and we'd like to make as many contacts as we can within reason. Again, I don't do 5.9 QRZ, so if people were looking for that, I'm not your guy. I like to talk too much, as you can tell. So, but no, you sound good here as well. You're 20 over. Didn't want you to think we're trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to pull them the best I can when I hear them. But we did get a couple of heads up there on the live chat, so we want to try to work those when we can. They're going to take time to do that. We want to get back to them. But other than that, no, it sounds good. I think it was just, maybe a week or so ago we had a chat before, so nice to have another one here just in a short period of time there, Roger.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I get a kick out of it just sitting here. I come down in the office, and it's my combination office. It's my shack, but I do a lot of my work down here instead of using the office upstairs. That way I get to listen to radio and stuff. And just been listening along, and that last go-around, things must be getting a little better, because you did peak 40 over that last go-around. But, yeah, I think we talked maybe back, if I looked, I think it may be back on the 15th or something like that. I think we talked. But must be that hex beam to hex beam thing, and you know, a couple other guys I heard talking in there how they just got back from cruises. Well, I hope things stay status quo, because we head out on the 28th to go on a cruise, so we'll have to wait and give you a report when we get back on that one. All right, Randy, I know you're over the time limit. Love to stay in chat, but I know you're over, so we're going to let you go. But we got you in the logbook once again, my friend. And if we don't catch you before Christmas, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and prosperous New Year from our house to yours. 73, Randy. K0RWB from KC2QLJ will be clear on your final.
Well, thank you very much, Brent. Very nice words. Appreciate it. Same to you as well, to you and yours. And yeah, you just never can tell. We're gonna be out on the radio as much as we can just the rest of the week and through the weekend. As long as propagation is there, we certainly hope so. And we're looking at having a really good time with it. And it really comes down to, propagation and who's out there and when they are and so forth. So I hope we'll have a few stations that check in with us. Yeah, again, yesterday and today has just blown me away. I can't remember the last time we've had 2 days back-to-back that has been this good. And we're really appreciative of the bands and the people who are calling in. We're able to pick them up and have a chance to chat. I know we're always missing some. It's never our intention to do that. It just kind of works out that way, but hopefully we'll have another chance to do that as well. And I'm hoping it means as much to them as it means to me. It really does. That's why we like doing this. So I did enjoy it. A great signal as well, as I said earlier. And hopefully it'll continue being that way. It's really great when you've got these kind of signals, and by and large, they've all been really good. Thanks for hanging out there. And, yeah, I hope you've got something out of the chat. To me, it's a little bit better than SDR because you got a picture to look at, too. And, again, people have had great signals. Makes it really easy for me anyway to watch and listen. We'll do that here in a little bit. Once we get our other project done, we always go back and watch the video of that day and hope we can pick some things out. So enjoy what's left of the Tuesday. Brent, nice to hear you for the second time. Remember, 2 more. You got to be a regular in my logbook, so you get all the perks and benefits of being a regular. We even throw a confetti party in your name, so we've got 2 more to go. Anyway, you take care. Thank you for hanging around and supporting the channel. We do appreciate that. And we always tell people, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, like and share, tag and follow, whatever the case may be. So anyway, we'll say 7-3 for now. Last one of the day. I apologize for everybody else. We do have opportunities, the things we do have to take care of. So what a great way to end it up in was it Iron? I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it's Rochester. Make it easy for me to say. The Greece is up in that area too. Anyway, take care, my friend. Nice to hear you, and we look forward to next time. Kilo Charlie 2, Quebec, Lima, Juliet, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Brett. Have a great day.
You got it, Randy. No problem. The bad thing about conditions like this, I got all the materials here to run the 220 line into the shack for the amplifier, but I'm having too much fun on 100 watts. I keep procrastinating. Hi. 73, Randy. We'll catch you a little bit further down the band. K0RWB, KC2QLJ.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brett. You take care. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, everybody who was out there today. Apologize for those that don't get in. Look for us tomorrow. Look for us on the live chat. We're going to be on the live stream tomorrow on the YouTube, our channel K0RWB. That's the plug for the day. K0RWB, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy and